The rain on Erinder Prime didn't fall like Earth's. It hissed. Acidic, silver droplets cascaded from the churning violet sky, burning small craters into the ash-covered ground. Darius Flint crouched beneath the wreckage of a downed shuttle. His breathing shallow, his visor fogged. His oxygen reserves were running low, and his comlink had been silent for hours. He was a mechanic, not a soldier, drafted from the lower-tier colonies to repair machines for the United Earth Fleet. His job was to patch up drones, fix exosuits, and stay out of the way when the real fighters moved in. But now, stranded behind enemy lines after his convoy was ambushed by the Zillyrians, the most feared alien race in the sector, Darius was on his own. He checked his scanner. Nothing but static. Then a faint blip. A life form less than 200 meters away. Human, he whispered to himself. Please be human. He grabbed his repair kit and moved cautiously through the shattered terrain. The horizon pulsed with distant explosions. Above him, one of Erinder's 3 moons bled crimson light through the clouds, illuminating a figure sprawled beside a fallen war mech. Darius froze. It was a soldier, human by the look of the armor. The blackened silver plating was cracked open, power lines sparking weakly. The figure stirred, groaning. Darius rushed over. Hey, you're hurt, he said, kneeling beside her. The voice that answered was faint but steady. Armor breach power cell, offline. Help me fix it. Her helmet's visor was shattered, revealing striking silver eyes that seemed to shimmer faintly in the dim light. Her features were sharp, regal, but streaked with dirt and blood. Darius swallowed hard. I'm a mechanic. I can try. Then try fast, she said, a flicker of command in her tone. They'll be here soon. He unlatched his toolkit, hands trembling as he inspected the damage. The exosuit wasn't like any he'd seen before, layered with both Terran alloys and alien biomaterial, as though grown and forged together. The energy matrix inside pulsed with an unfamiliar rhythm, almost alive. Where'd you get this armor? He asked, carefully pulling aside a melted plate. Special issue, she muttered. Just fix it. He followed her instructions as she guided him through the alien text interface. She spoke in strange terms, referring to nerve conduits and symbiotic circuitry. Yet somehow he managed to stabilize the power core. When he reattached the final plate, the armor's inner seams sealed themselves with a low hum, like the sound of an animal purring. There, he said, wiping sweat from his brow. You should be. He stopped. Her eyes were glowing brighter now, and a strange energy was emanating from the armor, a soft, pulsing blue aura that wrapped around her like mist. She stood, towering over him. You did well, human, she said softly. Better than I expected. Darius blinked. You're not Earthfleet, are you? She tilted her head. I once fought beside your kind. But that was before your admirals tried to burn my world. The realization hit him like a punch to the chest. The hybrid armor. The silver eyes. The strange pulse in her voice. You're Zillyrian, he whispered. Her expression didn't change. Does that frighten you? He took a slow step back. It's supposed to. Your people killed half my convoy. Her gaze softened slightly. War demands its toll. But I did not come here to kill you. Then why? A shriek cut through the air, mechanical and inhuman. From the haze, 3 drone hunters descended, their plasma cannons whirring. Darius grabbed his sidearm, but she raised her arm, and the ground trembled. Metallic vines erupted from the soil, impaling the drones mid-flight and crushing them into twisted wreckage. Darius stared wide-eyed. You control metal. I command life and machine, she said. It is my birthright. He lowered his weapon slowly. Who are you? She turned toward the horizon where the battlefield glowed with fire. I am Kalara, queen of the Zilirian dominion. Or I was before your fleet shattered it. He stumbled back. The queen. The one they said was dead. Kalara's lips curved faintly. Death is a convenient fiction for your generals. They prefer their enemies buried in myth. Darius's mind raced. He just helped repair the armor of the most wanted being in the quadrant, the leader of the very enemy humanity had spent a decade trying to destroy. He should have felt fear. Instead he felt, and a strange pity. If they find out I helped you, I'm done, he said quietly. Then they will not find out, she replied. Why should I trust you? Because, she said, meeting his gaze. You already did. They walked together through the ruins, the silence between them heavy but not hostile. Kalara moved with slow, regal precision, even in her damaged state. She told him fragments of her story. How the war began not from invasion, but from betrayal. Humanity had sought to harness Zilirian biotechnology for weapons, and when her people refused, the fleet attacked their cities under the pretense of pacification. They called it a cleansing, she said bitterly. I called it genocide. Darius looked away. He'd heard propaganda for years, but never the other side. I didn't know, he muttered. You were not meant to. As they neared a ravine, a distant rumble shook the ground. Earth fleet dropships, the rescue party he'd prayed for. Kalara stopped, watching the ships descend like silver insects. Your people come for you, she said. You can come too. Maybe we can explain. No, Darius. To them, I am the monster in their bedtime tales. There will be no peace for me there. He clenched his fists. Then what happens now? You live. And you remember. She reached up, pressing her palm to his chest. A faint warmth spread through his armor, a mark glowing faintly beneath the surface of his suit. What did you just? A fragment of my memory. Proof of what truly happened here. When the time comes, show it to those who will listen. Before he could respond, her armor flared with blinding light. The metal around her seemed to melt and reform into wings of energy. She rose into the air, leaving only a faint shimmer where she had stood. Kalara, he called out, but she was gone, a streak of blue light vanishing into the storm. Hours later, the Earth fleet found him wandering through the ruins. They brought him aboard, debriefed him, questioned him. He told them his shuttle crashed, that he survived alone. But at night, when the stars shone through the viewport, he could still feel the warmth of her touch, and the faint pulse of her mark glowing beneath his armor. Weeks later, the war suddenly stalled. Fleet Command couldn't explain why the Zilirians had withdrawn from half their sectors. Darius had his suspicions. Kalara was not finished. She was preparing something greater. And deep down, he knew their paths would cross again. Not as enemies, but as the last hope for both their worlds.